Shakespeare is now in session. The Honorable Judge presiding. Pray. Be seated.
I believe the prosecution is still presenting its witnesses. Madam Prosecutor?
Yes, the Duke.
The Duke is your next witness.
Yes.
Would your witness like to approach? Oh, wait, wait, wait. Okay, would your witness like to approach the bench, please?
Okay. There's no Bible.
Sorry? Dost thou solemnly swear upon thy honor that the testimony thou art about to give in the matter before this court is the truth, the whole truth, and not but the truth? So help thee God. Right. Stand.
Duke. How are you?
Not bad.
How do you know Lord Angelo?
He's one of my workers.
Okay. And before everything, you enlighten us on how you view
Noble man, very honorable, very just, very rigid.
And when you supposedly left Vienna, you entrusted your entire kingdom to him.
Yes.
And I suppose, assuming that that wasn't a single-handedly made decision, you must have had your advisor help you with that decision.
No.
You didn't have your advisor. Now, you never left Vienna. Why is that?
To monitor Angelo.
To monitor Angelo, to mean that you did not trust him.
It's not that I didn't trust him.
Then why didn't you leave Vienna and you specifically stayed in Vienna to manage and look at Angelo and how?
Remember, I'm the Duke, and I understand that a torch had to be passed to shine bright for Vienna. But for the torch to be lit, you need a lighter. And I need to light up Angelo to see what he can do. And as you can see, the torch didn't burn.
Okay. And back to your advisor. Looking back, collecting records, you actually spoke to Aeschylus before making a decision to leave Vienna. And now, saying that you stayed in Vienna makes me want to ask, why, when your advisor helped you make this decision, were you skeptical about it, or were you fully accepting that Aeschylus Angelo would be left in charge of the kingdom?
Like I said, I needed to check for the torch. So
Okay.
I didn't leave. I made sure I knew where he was, what he was doing, what the people of Vienna needed, and I went around everywhere checking for everyone, noble, poor, to see how this country functions.
Okay, so you decided to stay in Vienna to analyze your kingdom at a different view.
Yes.
So how did you achieve this, knowing that you were the Duke, meaning well known by everyone?
I dressed as a friar.
As a friar, okay, and how did you achieve this, dressing up as a friar? I don't assume that you have a costume, something.
No, I went to a church and I won't speak the name of the prayer and ask for to be dressed as a prayer for the good of the country.
Okay, so now you're living as a friar in Vienna at a different height, no one knows you. And then somehow you find out about Lord Angelo's plans. Is that correct?
Yes.
Upon Isabella.
Yes.
And from the goodness of your heart, you decided to help Isabella expose Angelo. You didn't.
I exposed Angelo,
Yes.
not out of the goodness of my heart.
Okay.
It was for the country.
Okay. So you decided to help Isabella.
Yes.
So a part of you acted as the Duke, even though everyone, including Isabella, knew you as the friar. For instance, Angelo's history with Mariana was known by the Duke.
Objection,
not by
what's the
the
question?
friar. What?
Objection, what's the question?
it's leading, getting there.
Sustained. Get to the point.
Okay. So, I may say that you wouldn't have helped Isabella if you believed that you wouldn't have helped Isabella if you believed that Angelo was a good person. So you knew that Angelo had some bad character in him, which is why you helped Isabella, and you didn't question Isabella when she told
Objection,
you
Your
about
Honor.
the
Prosecution is leading the witness.
Sustained. Rephrase your question. Madam Prosecutor.
As you're the friend, right? You approached Isabella and asked her what is wrong. She told you the things that Angelo demanded of her, which was to sleep with him. And you, as the friend, helped Isabella. Is it because you knew that Angelo is not a good person and you believed Isabella when she told you?
I helped because I analyzed the kingdom from my perspective as the prayer, and I knew the kingdom was going down, so I needed to find a way into to Angelo as the prayer, and that way was Isabella.
So you helped Isabella for your kingdom and not because you viewed Angelo as a bad person.
Yes.
And when okay, it's fine. So you asked Mariana for your help. Afterwards, you introduced Isabella to Mariana, stating the case of Angelo. She, without hesitation, helped you.
Yes.
Okay. So this comes down to one thing. Mariana knew Angelo was guilty the minute she agreed to side with the Duke. She knew that her incompetent, good-for-nothing husband is capable of doing such, so she agreed to help the Duke. Not only that, even after Angelo was
Objection, Your
proved
Honor. How does
guilty,
this fit into the questioning of the witness?
Sustained. Please ask the questions, Madam Prosecutor. You
it's
can
a
argue
statement,
afterwards,
Your Honor.
and your statements can be made in closing arguments.
Okay. No further questions.
Do you have no further questions, Madam Prosecutor?
No.
Defense? Please speak louder.
So, how did you first deceive Lord Angelo when you first relinquished all your power and authority to him?
Like I told Madam Prosecutor, he was a noble man, honorable, just in my eyes in that moment.
So you took this decision only alone? No backing from anyone?
Yes.
So only Aeschylus knew about your decision?
Yes.
Okay, so as you confirmed that you did pose as a Freya during the events in question,
Yes.
so how could it be certain that your observations were accurate given your attack?
Because we are caught now. Angela has been caught. So,
Do you have proof of influence against?
Isabella wasn't raped.
Simple question, yes or no?
I do have proof.
Okay, to present it to the court.
Isabella wasn't raped.
But I was raped, so she wasn't sexually assaulted.
Yes.
On your words.
But it was attempted.
Yeah, attempted. But wasn't done. Okay. So you pose as a Freya, knowing very well you're unsanctified to be a Freya. Then not being considered illegal.
No.
Can you explain?
I'm the Duke. I was chosen by God to lead this country.
You relinquished all your power.
But you relinquished the
I
power.
didn't relinquish my
You
power.
did.
At the time you did. You
No,
relinquished
I didn't
power.
relinquish.
Objection, Your Honor, irrelevant.
Sustained. Also, may I ask that one person from the defense speak at a time?
Sorry, Anna.
You.
Did you have any interactions with Angelo during his time as deputy?
I don't think so. I don't believe so.
Okay, so did you perhaps have any motivation to believe that Angelo would supposedly turn out to be the monster he's being described as?
Yes.
So you knew beforehand,
I didn't know beforehand.
but he had
Objection, Your Honor,
Mr.
leading
Defense,
question.
I think he's actually answered that question. He said he believed him to be a noble and a virtuous man.
alright, Anna. So can you provide specific examples of Angelo's wrongdoings beyond
Aeschylus was having a conversation with
Word of mouth.
then I don't have any sort of feasible evidence.
Okay. So did you at any point consider that Angelo might have been acting under duress or could have been coerced
Coerced by whom?
by yourself, the player,
By me?
and Isabella?
No.
So you do not. So you claim that you did not conspire to frame Angelo.
No.
So, as the ruler of Vienna, well, you were the ruler before you really sold out to Angelo.
I didn't even give all of my power to Angelo. I posted him as an acting duke.
So, as the then ruler of Vienna, are you not responsible for the moral decay and prostitution that Angelo is trying to fix? How do you answer to your incompetence that contributed to Angelo's problems, since you just up and left?
Unfortunately, I can't be perfect. Let me put it simply for you so you can understand. I'm not that liar over there, Lucio. I'm not Julieta.
Objection, Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm getting to my point. I'm the ruler. I know what was the point of what I did, and that the point is that some things need to be done for the greatness of this country. Some prostitution is allowed because it can't be all stopped, but that doesn't mean everyone needs to be killed or executed because they had a misunfortunate with their up-and-coming wife, unlike Sir Angelo.
But Angelo is just simply enforcing the law that you yourself failed to enforce, since you just left, leaving him.
He didn't
in
enforce
charge.
it to everyone. Like that liar over there.
Lucio.
Say Lucio.
Okay. So, can you confirm that you did not appoint Angelo as deputy with the intention of using him as a scapegoat for your own failures?
Yes.
So you was made deputy.
Objection, Your Honor, badgering.
Objection overruled. He's not badgering. I want to hear where this is going.
Yes.
So you appointed him as deputy from the goodness of your own heart, considering fair and just man.
No, not the goodness of my heart. It was logic. He was the only one I believe. Yes.
So how would you answer to the allegation that your testimony is motivated by a desire to protect your own reputation rather than a genuine concern for justice?
It's not a genuine concern of justice or to protect my reputation. It's for what Vienna means. No, it's about Vienna.
Sustained.
Can you consider the possibility that Angelo was manipulated
By
by the prayer?
no. No. Like I said, he was a rigid man.
Sticker for the roots. So what is the possibility that Angelo's mistakes were a result of his inexperience or lack of guidance due to you, rather than any flaws in his character?
Because when I asked him to take over the position, he said he wanted to be tested. I said no.
Because you were hasting to
No, I wasn't hasting him. That was the test that I was giving him. And as you can see, he failed.
But you can't expect someone to excel with the right experience. You can explain the logic behind that.
You can't be in the work you are in and fail dismally when I give you a test. He did not just not fail. He's in court facing accusations, and I believe true accusations.
So allow me to make an example.
Make
Let's say
that-
a student hasn't been taught a topic and you test them on that topic. Do you expect them to excel?
What's the question? Defense counsel.
How does he expect Angelo to be a proper ruler given he wasn't taught properly?
I'll accept the question.
We are chosen by God, and we pass the torch. I passed the torch and see if he utilize it. He didn't.
Did God speak to you to pass the torch to Angelo? Was that just of your own vision, of your own abilities?
As you know, the dope is chosen by God. We do speak to God. That's how we choose the next leader. I'm not expecting you to understand.
But God spoke to you to pass on to Angelo.
He didn't speak to me to pass on to anyone. He told me that a next ruler is needed and I need to find the next one. And how I determined that is by a test, and he failed. Simple.
Now, no further questions.
Thank you, Defense Counsel. Re-examination.
Re-examination.
Duke, you have not been excused. Do you have any other questions you want to ask him to maybe correct anything that he might have said that you were not satisfied with?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please stand up and
So, the Duke, when I asked him that, was he advised by his advisor to leave Angelo in charge? He said no. However, when the defense asked him the exact same question, he said yes. So, why did you lie under oath?
I didn't lie under oath. The defense asked me if the Escalus asked me did I discuss Escalus about leaving, not about whether I should choose Angelo or not.
That's not what the defense asked. The defense asked,
Madam Prosecutor, I'm just concerned that you might be putting your own witness in trouble. I think your witness clarified it. That I don't believe that the witness was lying under oath. What his words were, only Escalus knew that I am going to leave, I think. But I wrote down that only Escalus knew.
okay.
Is that the only question?
Yes.
Thank you. You're now excused. Next witness.
Isabella.
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 Sure. Dost thou solemnly swear upon thy honor that the testimony thou art about to deliver in front of the court is the truth, the whole truth, and naught but the truth, so help you God?
Where were you when you heard about your brother's arrest?
I was at church with my sister in Christ, Francesca.
And who told you about me?
My brother's dear friend, Lucio.
And then what happened after?
After that, I asked him to accompany me to go see the Duke, but unfortunately, we heard that the Duke has left.
So you spoke to Angelo about your brother's case?
Yes.
In your Anthony practice?
Yes, we did.
And what did Angelo say when you pleaded for your brother's release or his punishment?
Angelo asked me to give away my chastity for my brother's life.
So he basically told you that you had to sleep with him if you wanted your brother's liberty.
Yes.
How did that make you feel? I'm sure it was probably one of the worst encounters you've ever had with a noble man.
I was first confused because he was speaking in riddles, but after that, I realized what he was saying. I was so shocked and disgusted.
Thank you. No further questions.
Hi. Can you tell me what's your current relationship with the Jew? And do we know that how do we know that he's not influencing things against you?
The Duke is currently my husband, and he did not influence me to say anything. I just went to him as a friend at that time. I didn't know he was a Jew.
Could you in great depth explain the plot brought to you by the Freya whom we now know as the Jew?
The friend asked me to. I went to the friend and told him what Angelo has said to me, and then he plotted that instead of me going to
We plotted.
yes, instead of me going to speak with Angelo, we're going to bring his now wife Mariana to impose as me.
Okay. So, did you sleep with Angelo?
No.
And why do you still pursue the sexual assault charge, knowing very well what transpired?
Objection, Your Honor. It's conspiring on sexual assault. It's alleged sexual assault.
Can I please have the docket?
Can I point out that the defense pleaded guilty to the attempted sexual
Yes, ma'am, it's not that one. There's sexual harassment too.
Remember that charge does not, whatever he pleaded guilty to does not need to be proved. Only the ones that he pleaded not guilty to. So it would be the murder and
conspiracy with murder, sexual harassment, and abuse.
Did you sleep with Angelo? You said no. And why do you still pursue the sexual harassment charge, knowing very well what transpired?
I pursue the charge because he, as a nobleman who is trying to fight against fornication in Vienna, is wanted to do the exact charge, to do the exact thing to me. But if I hadn't not refused and imposed Mariana as me, we would have been speaking a different thing now.
Read this
She
aloud.
doesn't have to
No,
read.
I don't have to.
Okay, can you please read this?
Right. Isabella said, "Hark, now I'll bribe you. Good, my lord. Turn back."
So, why would a maiden of your stature tell my client, Angelo, how will I bribe you?
Objection, Your Honor. Clearly the defense doesn't know how to annotate nor analyze. By bribe, my client meant that she would do by all means to convince Lord Angelo.
So,
that
how
he
do you know
further.
that my client will perceive it the same way you perceive it?
objection sustained. Both counsel, please approach. Both counsel, come. Madam Prosecutor.
Do you want me to read the question again? So, why would a maiden of your stature say such words to a man of Angelo's call
I was just pleading for my brother.
and nothing more?
Just pleading for my brother.
Okay. So, how did you feel when you first heard of your brother's conviction?
I was saddened, obviously.
Did you feel more sympathy towards your brother or more hatred towards Angelo?
Sympathy for my brother.
Okay, so, could you explain to us what occurred between you and Angelo in scene 2 and 4, and were there any witnesses to support your claims? What made you agree to Angelo's request, as it is clearly revealed in a plea when you said, "There in my father's grave, did utter a voice, yes, the soul must die." Why did you agree to Angelo's request? When it clearly states it,
I did
you did not
answer
want.
that. I was pleading for my brother. That's why
That's why you agreed.
yes, I agreed to the plot just to
But
save
then
my
at
brother.
3,
Mr. Defense, please let the witness complete her sentences.
Yes, I agreed to that because I was pleading for my brother and I would do anything, even if that I kind of lied to him.
oh, you lied.
Not lied, I did like
How do we know that you're not lying right now?
I'm not lying. Take my word for it. I'm not lying.
Okay, then why did you want your brother to die?
I did not want my brother to die. I pleaded for my
I can
brother
do
in
it.
every way.
Pleaded for your brother.
Yes.
Okay, can I please have this other question? Okay, now ask this one. No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Re-examination, Madam Prosecutor.
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I was just looking at the time. I don't know how much longer we can
I think we
reasonably
have
sustain.
one more witness.
One more witness. But
Yes,
that's
there
the
one more
prosecution's. That's the prosecution's witness.
And then are there witnesses for the defense?
Other witnesses for the
I
defense.
think all of the witnesses have been called after this, haven't they?
No,
They
we
have,
still
ma'am.
have Juliet.
I have a
and-
request, ma'am. So please admit me.
I'm gonna bring Lucio back.
Please.
But Your Honor, objection. Lucio already took the stand and he went off. Can he?
Yes.
Yes,
So,
you can.
And I think Sue is going to say we can't spend this time.
2 hours.
We have 2 hours.
1 hour is preparing the